Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I'm John Bruford. I'm here with Fintan Costello, Managing Director at BonusFinder.com, to discuss the company's status as a newly licensed affiliate for the US state of Michigan. Woo!
Woo! Thanks, John.
Welcome, Fintan.
Thank you very much. Love the enthusiasm.
We live in exciting times, Fintan, and I think my state merely reflects that. Speaking of states, BonusFinder.com, licensed to operate in Michigan, as I may have previously mentioned. That, very exciting, also previously mentioned. Is getting licensed in a state such as Michigan, for example, is that a tough process to get licensed, or do you literally just knock on the door and say, can I have a license, please?
Well, at this stage, after 12 months of license applications, we've got a lot of practice in submitting the paperwork. So a big round of applause for the Michigan Gaming Control Board. It was a relatively straightforward process compared to other states. It was roughly 15 pages of paperwork, which sounds a lot, but it's actually quite straightforward. Small application license fee, it was a couple $100. We submitted everything in September, and we got confirmation this week. So we got our license on the 17th of November. So super easy process.
That's surprising. Many states and many regulatory bodies worldwide, they love a bit of bureaucracy. So that is really refreshing. And so props to the state of Michigan there.
Exactly.
In terms of bonusfinder.com, what does this mean for the site? I mean, what does it actually mean being licensed affiliate for the state of Michigan?
Well, what it means is that we're now legally allowed to operate in the state of Michigan. So once the online sports books start launching, which is expected soon-ish, we'll be able to list them on our website, write our detailed reviews, and then provide people in Michigan with the correct bonus codes for the sites that'll be launching. So there's roughly, I think, seven brands due to launch in Michigan that have partnered with the land-based operators, and they're all brands we already deal with. So it's a relatively straightforward process for us.
Fabulous. Will there be any noticeable changes for users generally? I mean, to people who might be unfamiliar with the bonusfinder.com format, will players coming to the site see anything different, or is this just restricted to players in Michigan? How does that work, Fintan?
So the way we've designed the website is that the website's scalable as new states come on stream with legislation. So for us, or for the user, it's really a case of users coming from the state of Michigan, so a Michigan IP address, will see the correct bonuses for Michigan. And that's it. That's basically the only real change that's going to happen on the website. So it's just we can show more relevant information to people from Michigan.
So when somebody comes onto the website, they're automatically recognized geographically.
Correct.
And the page is generated, the information on the page is generated that is relevant to them.
Exactly. That's exactly how it works.
It's 2020. That's great technology. Thank you.
Magic. It's magic. It's a huge kudos to all the smart guys who actually work in the company and do all the hard work. They make that as seamless as possible.
Okay, well, kudos to them as well, and to the state of Michigan. Online sports betting, you mentioned it's coming to Michigan bettors in the very near future, potentially, depending on, I think it's the state legislature and the sort of slightly arcane rules and how they sit and the sessions and all of that jazz. Not actual jazz for anybody that's wondering. But it does seem like particularly salient timing for you guys. Was your application put in thinking this, because it was always on the cards that this was going to happen for Michigan, but was that a part of why you put in for the license?
Absolutely. So we're proactive when it comes to license applications. So once we're able to apply for a license in a state, we make the application, and then we just work our way through that process. So sometimes it can take months, sometimes it can be relatively quick. And then once the brands are ready to go and everything goes live, then we're ready for day one as well. So we're we're taking a proactive approach on that. So this was just a case of the license applications were available. We put in our application. We now have a license. So we're ready to go, and we're just waiting for everybody else now to catch up.
Just a few short questions now.
Go for it.
Who's your lion friend?
This is the Detroit Lion mascot.
Nice. You got a name, or do you not know?
I didn't look it up. I was just so excited about the lion. I never went any further.
It does remind me of a wonderful joke, which obviously I won't share now. Michigan, also known as the Mitten State. Do you wear mittens, or are you a glove man?
I don't even wear gloves. I haven't worn mittens since I was 4.
That's really hardcore. I love
it's very hardcore. I'm trying to build up my calluses and hard man reputation.
Excellent. And do you have a favorite X-Men?
There's only one answer to your favorite X-Men question, and obviously it's Wolverine.
How wonderfully appropriate. A man walks into a bar with his best friend, who's a giraffe, and they sit and they have lots of drinks. The giraffe can't hold his drink, and he passes out on the floor. And a bloke gets up and he's weaving his way out of the bar, and the barman says, "Oh, you can't leave that lion there. It's not a lion, it's a giraffe."
Let's end it there, shall we?
Thank you. Thank you for joining us today, and congratulations on the new license.
Thank you very much.